Well, good evening, everybody. This is my maiden voyage into History Maker Golf, and we're going to see if I can pull this thing off. Watching a lot of videos, but watching videos does not equate playing the game, and to me, there's no better way to learn the game than to play it. I mean, obviously, you want to watch some videos to get a basic idea, but you're still looking primarily to play it to learn what's going on around here. So we shall see if there's any History Maker Golf veterans out there. I appreciate any help you could give on the fly. If you see me doing something that's not the way it's supposed to be done, let me know and I'll correct it. I am not above making mistakes, make mistakes all the time. Um, but if mistakes are made and I find out about it 24 hours later, there's nothing I can do about it. I mean, the game's in the books, can't do anything with it. But if I can know ahead of time or right on time, then I'll do it. I didn't see a video link, Philip. What kind of video? How did you send it to me? Did you send it to me in email or I don't know. I didn't see any um, video link, so I do not know um, how that came to me. I didn't see anything. Oh, you posted on your unboxing video. Okay, I have to go back to. Okay, I have to go back to that. I did not. I did not know that. I will go back and check that out. I appreciate it. Hello, Captain Carl. All right. First things first, speaking of mistakes, let's clear the air. I did make a mistake in the Kansas City Oakland game on the sacrifice fly or the fly left field B question mark. The outfield was playing in because there were less than 2 outs and a runner. The winning run was on third, so we played the outfield in as well as the infield in. I erroneously did not make the -7 adjustment I should have made. I made it a +2. I forgot to, that it's supposed to be a -7, and that caused the winning run to come in and score. Was not made aware that I made that mistake until well after that game was over. It's already been put in the computer, so I can't do anything about it. I realized it was, done that way, but I don't need a congressional hearing to tell me that I made a mistake. All right, I made a mistake. That's fine. We move on. Speaking of mistakes, there were 2 mistakes I saw myself. I caught myself on round 3. And I'll show you what those mistakes were. And they were very easy to make based on what I've seen because there's some indications on the cards themselves that that caused that. If you saw the round 3 video and you saw the guys in the, that made the top 12, there were 2 guys that made the top 12 that should not have been there. One of them is Xander Schauffele, and the other, if I find his card, is where'd he go? The other is Denny McCarthy. I had both of these guys because I counted them as ones, but there's an asterisk right here, and I'll bring it up a little closer. Maybe you can see it better. There is an asterisk right there that says they are like Schauffele's a 3A in round 3, and McCarthy is actually a 4C in round 3. And I missed that. I was mainly looking at these here. So I went back and looked and see who got kicked out in their stead. Schauffele beat out Russell Henley. So Russell Henley has now been added, and he's in the exact same place Schauffele would have been. And also, the other person was Adam Scott. When I did my the last check of the final round, I had 12 golfers, and these 2 became the 13th and 14th golfers. So I did a decider roll between Day and Scott, and Day made it, Scott didn't. So since McCarthy is out, we're going to put in Scott. So these are the adjusted and now correct players that should be there. One other part. I mentioned it earlier. When I was moving the guys around, I forgot to give the perk roll for Matsuyama, and it turns out that he rolled that if he bogeys the first hole, he will be stormy. If he doesn't bogey the first hole, then it's no effect. So that's kind of what's happening there. So these are the updated things I've got right here. These are the 12 guys that are there. And you can see Day and Scott are going to be the leaders off the tee. And for the first hole, Echeverria Thomas are the last group. Cole and Bez. And if anybody can tell me how to pronounce this guy's name, I would love to know. I call him Bez for short because I don't know. Bezudenhout, I have no idea. I just call him Bez. It's just kind of a nickname I got for him. So we're going to go ahead and go. Now, Cole starts the round with 2 blue chips. That was his perk. This Bez guy is going to be lucky. So he's always going to have a blue chip when he starts. Every hole, if he expends it, on the next hole he gets another blue chip. Just repeating blue chip when you're lucky. And Echeverria starts out being sunny. So that means, if he goes to a mood check, he will always be sunny. Unless something, I guess, happens between now and then. So anyway, we're going to try it and see how it goes. I don't know. I'm looking on my laptop, and it looks like you guys can see fairly well what's out there. I don't know if you really need to see a close-up of the core of the player cards. This is the course, the Kapalua course. Hole number 1 is semi-daunting and semi-challenging. And as you can see, the course is going to control in everything but a 6. So that's kind of interesting. Although Thomas could use a blue chip to control. So we'll see. So according to my score sheet, Day and Scott are going to be the first 2 out. So the first golfer is going to be Jason Day. And like I said, this is my first time doing this. I haven't even done a practice one before. So if anybody out there is an expert, please let me know and I will see what I can do here. Jason Day is a semi-king on the woods, semi-soft for irons. He's also icon and dynamic. And I do have the course book out here to the par 4. But we'll see if the course controls, of course, or whether the golfer controls. And a maiden voyage is underway. Didn't get everything out here to show properly. So there we go. It's a 1. So obviously the course is going to control. We have a 55 on the course, and a 55, it has this little marker here. So that means that's in the rough on the first shot. So we're going to golf cam rough on the first shot. The green die is a 5. So let's see here. Ball. Oh, I'm on the par 5. I need to be on par 4. What am I doing on par 5? Here we go. All right. Let's see here. So ball in the rough on the tee shot. The green die is a 5. Ask, is the player a master? Is the player a master? He's not a master. Let's see here. Otherwise, tough shot from rough to FW, which I guess is, I don't know what FW is. Wedge onto green with distance to flag, difficult putt for par. All right, he's got a difficult putt for par. So a difficult putt for par is a 1 to 3 for Jason Day. And that is a 3. So he makes the putt for par. So I'm assuming I did that correct. Somebody let me know if I messed that hole up, but I think that's how it was done, or how you're supposed to do it. So Jason Day makes the difficult putt for par. And now we move on to Adam Scott. Adam Scott is up. And we get a 4, so the course controls, and that's a 66. So course control 66, same deal. It's in the rough on the first tee shot, and that's a 1. So we go to 4 rough, 1 workman. It's asking, is Scott a workman? No, he is not. Otherwise, confident swing, wow. So we go to the wow chart, and he earns a blue chip for going to the wow chart. So Scott's going to earn a blue chip for the wow chart. And let's see here. Roll white die to determine what we have. Get a 5. And that says loses steam at green, but good roll, moderate putt for birdie. All right, so a moderate putt for birdie is a 1 or a 2. He could use his chip to make it easier, make it an easy putt. So I'm assuming we just earned it with the wow. Can we use it right away? I don't see why we couldn't. I don't see why you couldn't use it. Is there a rule against using it right away? Or because right now he's got a moderate 1 to 2 putt, but if we use the chip, it'd be a 1 to 4. So I'm assuming we just earned that chip. I'm assuming we can use it right away. I don't see any restrictions on not doing that. So I'm going to use he's going to use the chip, I should say. And that's going to make it an easy putt for birdie, which is a 1 to 4. And he's in there. So it's a birdie for Adam Scott. He's going to improve to 3 back now as he gets a birdie on the first hole. I'm going to play it that way, Philip, unless, well, I've already done it now, so there's no going back, but there's nothing on here that tells me I can't use it. So I'm going to go with it. All right, so now they go to hole number 2 because nobody else can play until they're up through hole number 2. So we go to hole number 2 for that first group, and it's a par 3, 218 yards. It is still going to be a 1 to 5 course control. It says on the side or die, bullet wind sends tee shot into the weeds. Interesting. All right, so back up to Adam Scott has the honors now. Since he got the birdie, he has the honors. And it's a 5, so hole controls. We get a 12 on course control. It is a par 3. So let's go back to the par 3 here. Course control for par 3. And that's a 12, which says it's a circle. So that just shows, I guess that's the cam, golf cam, just regular golf cam course. So I'm going to go to golf cam course. There's a lot of flipping in this book. That's the only bad part. But I don't know any way to do it. All right, so golf cam course on a par 3. And that is green die is a 4. So it says daunting hole. It is not a daunting hole. Let's see here. Otherwise, perfectly executed tee shot. Can it be converted clutch putt for birdie? All right, so it's clutch putt for birdie according to this. He is neutral on his putting. So the clutch putt neutral is 1 to 3. If he makes it, he will get the blue chip. If he misses it, he gets a red chip. 1 to 3 for the clutch putt for birdie. And he makes it. So Adam Scott gets the birdie on the first 2 holes. He's moved up 2 shots already. And he earns a chip for that clutch putt. So Adam Scott off to a good start. And now they'll send up Jason Day for his tee shot. That's a course control, of course. And we get a 24. 24 says it's golf cam green again, or golf cam course again for a par 3. That's a 2. Cordial hole, no, it's not cordial. Daunting hole, no. Otherwise, quietly efficient, easy, moderate putt for par. Now, what is this? The hole doesn't have that quality to it, so it's an easy putt for par. Easy putt for par, which according to this, you got to roll double 6s, I believe, to miss this. And he doesn't. So he gets his par. So Jason Day gets his par. And now we're ready for the first group to come back out. And this is the stagger thing, is what I got to really try to figure out and make sure I know how they're doing this here. Keegan Bradley will tee off from tee number 1. And of course is course control, and it's 46, which is in the rough on the first tee shot. So we go back to golf cam rough. Golf cam rough, where are you? I don't want the trees, I want the rough. eventually I will learn where these charts are by heart and get to them faster. That's a 5. So a par 4, rough par 4, and a 5. Is he a master? No, he's a semi-master, but the dot says no, so he's not a master on this hole. Otherwise, tough shot from rough, wedge on. That's the same thing we just had last. Difficult putt for par. So a difficult putt for par, which is going to be a 1 to 3. So 1 to 3, he makes his par, and he does. So Keegan Bradley makes the difficult putt for par. Hello, Robert. I'm counting on you to help me with this in case I mess something. You know, if you see me doing something wrong. Maybe something you answer real quick for me, Robert. I did it this way, and hopefully I did it correctly. But I had Adam Scott go to the wild chart and earn a blue chip, and he had a moderate putt for birdie. And I immediately used the blue chip to make it an easy putt for birdie. I wasn't sure if I could use the blue chip that fast or whether you got to wait to the next hole to use it. I went ahead and used it, and he got his birdie. So that's what I'm going with. So I'm hoping that's correct. Can't you? Well, Justin, I'm sorry, I did it already. So, I mean, I guess I could take it back and give him his chip back. He'd have 2 chips now and be back to here. So maybe that's what I should do. If I can't use it, then I'll put it back the way it was, and we'll give Adam Scott a par on the first hole instead of a birdie. But he did birdie the second hole and earn another chip. So we'll thank you for that, Justin. Thank you for the clarification. All right. So once you earn a chip on a hole, you got to wait till the next hole to earn it. You can only use chips that you already have. Okay. All right. That's fine by me as long I just want to know what's the best way to do it. All right. So Sam Burns, first hole, tee off. 5. Again, course is going to control in everything but a 6. That's a 15, which is in the rough on the first one again. So we've been through this quite a bit. Oh, saying you can't use a chip. Oh no. Okay, so I was right the first time then. Okay. You just can't earn a chip by making an easy putt. You can't earn a chip from making a chip or spending a chip to earn a chip is what you're saying. So all right, we're gonna give him back his 3 then. All right, he's gonna stay the way he was then. All right, so where was I? 15. So we're in the rough and the green die is a 6. Green die is a 6, asking is he a master? Burns is not a master. Let's see here. Troublesome lie produces uncomfortable shot. Follow up iron to fringe to green. Double difficult putt for par. Ooh, double difficult for par. Double difficult putt for par means he needs a 1. He doesn't get it. He will miss it. He will bogey and drop 5 back, possibly 6. I don't know. I'm trying to remember when you miss a double difficult putt for par. Let's see here. I think that there was a chart I needed somewhere that had this on it. I think this is the one I was looking for. So double difficult putt for par. I guess if you miss it, it becomes a difficult putt for par. I guess you just go down one line every miss. Is that correct? I'm assuming that's correct. Double difficult putt for par, he missed. So I'm assuming he has a difficult par coming back, or does he have a? I guess if I'd have been smart, I would have laid up maybe. Didn't do that. He was aggressive. So it's a 1 to 3 for his. Well, now he's got a. What's he got here for a bogey? For bogey, it still says 1 to 3. I'm assuming it's 1 to 3. And he's got it anyway. So he makes the bogey putt. So Burns will bogey the first hole. And he drops 5 back. And now we go to the third. I think I got to remember how we're going to stagger this here. Because the first group just finished the second hole. The second group finished the first hole. So That's what I have so far. So I'm thinking before I start the third group, I need to have these guys get one more hole ahead, as far as I can tell. So again, this is part of the learning process. So I'm going to start hole 3 for the opening group, so they can get ahead a little bit. And I'm hoping that's, like I said, I'm hoping that's correct. So it's it's Adam Scott with his 2 birdies on the first 2 holes. Now, this hole is much easier. It's semi-cordial, and only have 5 will stop it. So, all right, thank you, Carl. All right, so we're going to start here. If anything under the 5, the golfer will finally control. And it's a 5. The course is still going to control it. What do you know? All right, a 26. But it's golf course cam for a par 4, so hopefully that won't be too bad for him. Let's go to golf course cam par 4, and that's a 5. So par 4, golf course cam, a 5, daunting hole or scatter golfer. He's not a scatter golfer. It's not daunting, so that's not a problem. Otherwise, longer than usual tee shot and well played iron. Nice opportunity. Clutch putt for birdie. All right, so clutch putt for birdie for Adam Scott. He is a neutral putter, so it's a 1 to 3 clutch putt for birdie. I don't think you can use a chip here to make the clutch putt better. I think you have to stick with what you got. If he misses his clutch putt, he will lose the blue chip because he would gain a red one, but they would just cancel out. So it's a 1 to 3 to make this clutch putt for birdie. It would be 3 birdies in a row. And he misses it. So he's going to miss the clutch putt for birdie. And I'm assuming, let's see here. Clutch putt for birdie. I'm assuming if you miss that, it's an easy putt for par, but that's where some of these things I'm not quite sure of. If clutch putt is missed, the next putt is easy. Okay. Easy putt for par. So that means double sixes are the only thing he would cause him to miss it. Good thing I have this mat here. It kind of gives me some stuff. All right, so he gets his par. His birdie streak is over, but he gets his par. And now we go to Jason Day. Will the golfer control? No, a 5 again. So the course controls once again. 46. Oh, we're in the rough on the first tee shot. So we're going back to golf course rough. Golf course rough. Find the rough here. Don't want the trees. I want the rough. Probably need to tab this booklet or something. All right, so that's a 6. Golf course rough. Master. Is he a master? Day is not a master. Troublesome lie produces comfortable shot. Double difficult putt for par. Boy, double difficult putt for par means it's a 1. He has no chips, so he can't do anything about it. It's just a 1. Doesn't get it. He's going to miss. That's going to make it a normal or moderate putt for par now. Or difficult, I should say difficult, 1 to 3. And he gets it with the 3. So he will bogey and drop 5 shots back. We'll take Jason Day. And now we go to hole number 2 for the second group, so that the first group can finally start teeing off, or the next group can start teeing off. Oh, cool! You scanned the book and made a PDF with bookmarks. That's pretty cool. The more I play this, I'm certainly going to probably be looking at trying to find some homebrew ways to get things that'll make them easier, perhaps, hopefully, anyway. All right, so the second hole, it is Mr. Keegan Bradley. Bradley birdied the first hole. Well, if he birdied, he should be ahead. He should be up here because he started 4 shots back, so he should be 3 shots back since he birdied the first hole. All right, so Keegan Bradley is going to tee off. hole number 2. That's a 5. The hole controls 13. 13 is, what does this say? Looks like that just, looks like it's on the golf course cam. Oh, and there's an asterisk here. And it says on decider die bullet, wind. Okay, decider die is a dot. So wind sends tee shot into the weeds. So he's not here. He's actually in the weeds because the wind, the decider die was a dot. So the wind chases this into the weeds, which I'm assuming means rough. I don't think there's a separate weed category. It's in the rough. So we're going to par 3 rough, and that's a 5. Par 3 rough and a 5. Let's see here. Is he a master? No, he's a semi-master, but I got to re-roll the decider die. It's already been used. So he is a master. So he is a master, which helps. Flawless swing sends ball to green. Easy putt for par. All right, so he has an easy putt for par, which again is avoiding double sixes, which he does. So Keegan Bradley makes his par. All right, that brings up Burns. Where are you at back over here? He's 5 back. 4, we finally, oh, that's right. It's the next hole, of course. The course can control everything here. It was a 1-5. I hit the button, hit the dice there. 1-5 is in the rough. So he's a rough, and that's a 2. Rough and a 2. Is he a master? Burns is not a master. Let's see. Otherwise, ball sends debris flying, bounces on the green. Moderate putt for par. So he has a moderate putt for par, which is a 1-5. So you would think he'd make that. And he does. So Burns will stay 5 back as he gets his par 3. Now we can start the first hole with the new group. Third grouping of the day. And Hideki Matsuyama will be off and running. He has got the honors at this hole. There is the perk he may had, or the game day thing he had after the 3rd round, is if he bogeys this hole, he will be stormy the whole tournament. If he doesn't bogey the hole, he'll be neutral. So he's got to keep an eye on that. Matsuyama. And that's a 1, so the course is going to control 66. That's in the rough. So we're going to rough. Oh, need a par 4, not a par 3. Get back to par 4. There's a lot of things to keep up with on this. I can see that already. So this is going to be interesting. First couple times I play this. 4. Whoops, what am I doing? I don't want sand. I want rough. Where's the rough on this thing? Over here. Okay. All right. Par 4 in the rough, and we got a 66. So I've got a D of 2 on the green die, asking if he's a master. And let's see here. Matsuyama is a semi-master, but the dot says no. So burst out of rough to far edge of green, missed a long birdie putt, moderate second putt for par. So he's got to make this to avoid being stormy. It's a moderate putt, 1-5. As long as he doesn't roll 6, he's okay. And he's a 5. He barely got it. So he's not going to be stormy. We don't have to worry about that anymore. Matsuyama passed that test. And now here comes Russell Henley. That is going to be course control again, 45. And that's a second shot in the sand. So for the first time, we go to the sand, and it's a second shot that went into the sand. So let's look at the sand as soon as I can find it. It's got to be in here. Obviously, I bypassed it, so let's go back this way. Sand. Here we go. Par 4, and it's a second shot, and that's a 3. So sand, par 4, second shot, 3. Chunky. Is he chunky? Henley is not chunky. It says, otherwise, Chris swing, nice art, gimme putt for par. All right, so gimme putt for par is, I'm assuming that's, I think that's 3 6s you got to roll to miss that. So that's a gimme putt for par for Russell Henley. All right, so they are underway. Now we need to go back to the first group to hole number 4 so they can clear hole number 3 for the second group. So we're going back to the first group, and that first grouping is Day and Scott. Scott is still got the honors, and it's a 1 or a 6 they get course control. They get a 5, so the course still controls. 56 is he's in the rough in the first tee shot. So we got a rough, tee shot rough, tee shot rough. So it's sand and then rough is how they do it. So it's the first shot that's in the rough, and that's a green 1. So green 1 on this par 4. Ask if he's a workman. Scott is not a workman. Otherwise, confident swing, wow. All right, so he gets a wow, which means he gets the chip. He can't use it, or I think he could use it to do that, but he may not want to. Let's see what the result's going to be on the wow chart. That's a 5. Loses steam at green, but good roll, moderate putt for birdie. All right, so the moderate putt for birdie is a 1 or a 2. Last time he used a chip and got an easy putt, 1 to 4. I'm still thinking you can do that. So 1 to 4, and he makes it. So he gets the birdie, and he's only 1 back. So Adam Scott's on a tear, 3 under through 4 holes. His playing partner, Jason Day, not so fortunate. He's 1 over for the day. So Jason Day is way back here. 5, and of course the course will control that. 14, and that's going to be, what's that symbol there? 14, and that is that in the trees? It's like 2 little leaves there. I guess that's in the trees. I don't know. Let's see here. Yeah, it's in the trees. All right, so on the par 4, it's in the trees, and that is a green 6. So it's tee shot. 14 is tee shot. It was the first shot. First shot, and that's a 6. So 6 says master. He's not a master. Troublesome lie produces uncomfortable shot. Follow-up iron to fringe of green. Double difficult for par. Wow. So he needs a 1 and, let's see, for par, he needs a 1. It's the only way he makes that double difficult. Or he could lay up and make it an easy putt. He's already 5 back, though. This would put him 6 back, but if he misses both of them, he'd be 7 back and be out of contention. So I think there's a thing where you can lay up, and this is part of the rules I probably should have read on a little more, but I think on double difficult putts you can lay up. Let's see. Should be something on there about that. I think on double difficult you can lay up. I think if you lay up, it becomes a moderate putt. You skip a level. I think that's how it's done. So he's going to lay up, and 1 to 5 would be a bogey. And he makes the bogey. He would have made the difficult. We didn't know that. But so Jason Day will bogey and become 6 back. If he goes anything more than 6 back, he goes to the out of contention golfers. And there's a separate chart for that. But he is not having the kind of around his playing partner Adam Scott is having, that's for sure. So they are done with the 4th hole. So that means the second group can start playing the 3rd hole. And that will be, second group will be Bradley and Burns. So Bradley, Keegan Bradley has the honors. Keegan Bradley with the honors. And anything but a 5, we finally will have golfer control. And we finally, it's a 6 though. This is one he could play safe, or he could go for it. Interesting. You roll a 6, you can play safe, or you can go for it. You can play safe, take your par, and get your chip. And so I think that's what he's going to do. He's going to earn the chip and take his par. So Keegan Bradley will take the par. And then we go to Burns. Now, Burns has the same opportunity. He's further back. He'd probably want to have to go for it. We'll see. It's a 1, so he will finally golfer control. First time we've had golfer control the entire time, as far as I can remember. So we will, as soon as I forgot to plug in my laptop and it's telling me it's low on battery, I don't want to lose power, obviously. So let me plug in this power cord real quick so that we don't have any interruptions. Because this is going to take a while, folks, especially when you're new like me. Okay, so golfer has control. So we're going to the regular charts on par 4s. Par 4. And the result is a 20. I'm sorry, the result is a 25. 2-5. So 2-5 on his woods. I'm sorry, no, it's 2-5. 2-5-6. You roll all 3 together, apparently. Count them all together. 2-5-6. So 2-5-6 asks, is he a legend? And Burns is not a legend. Let's see. If he's not a legend, shot bounces near green but not on. And then we go to the flag. This little thing here says flag. I guess that means flag. So is there a flag chart somewhere? I know there's a pin chart, but is there a flag chart? Or is this telling me to go to the pin chart? But it says not on, so it's kind of confusing to me. This one's kind of confusing. I don't know if anybody can see that or not very well, but this little symbol right here, I don't know what that is. It looks like a flag to me of some sort. Looks like a banner or, banner or a flag or something, but I don't remember ever seeing that in the rule book. So I'm not sure what to do with this. If anybody can give me some assistance on that, because I'm not sure what to do with that. I can always, I guess I can go back to the rule book and see if I can find that symbol. But I don't remember seeing that symbol. That's what I get for trying to play something brand new. You run into symbols you don't know. The flag symbol goes to another chart for the result, okay? So it's another chart in the main book, you're saying, okay? Thank you for that, Captain Carl. Let's see if I can find that. Let's see here. Is there a flag result? Let's keep looking here. Well, heck if I can find it. I do not see anything that denotes a flag. I see mood, experience, right now or now, trees, water. I do not see anything that talks about a flag. I'm still looking. All right, 256 is what I had here. Still looking, still looking. Oh, here we go. Short game. Okay. I'm assuming this is what you're talking about, Captain Carl. Short game with the little flag here. Okay. All right. Use green die result. It says 6 stone. Is he a stone? No, he's not a stone. If he was, double for par. Otherwise, difficult putt for par. All right, so he's got a difficult putt for par, a 1 to 3 for Burns. If he misses, he'll tie Jason Day at the bare minimum down there. And he makes it with a 3, so he keeps his par. Makes a difficult putt for par. Thank you for that, Captain Carl. I had to finally find it. So, like I said, it's it's a work in progress, to say the very, very least. The first game I knew was going to be rough, but I figured the best way to do it was to do it live. That way I could get help. If I try to record this, I would be stuck and wouldn't know what to do. All right, so the second group has finished their third hole. Now we can go to the third group for their second hole. Third group, second hole. And the third group is Matsuyama and Henley. And both parts, so Matsuyama keeps the honor. Anything, if he gets a 6, he will control. Otherwise, it's golf course control. It's a 2, so the course controls. That's a 22. And he's found the rough. So we're going to, there's a lot of flipping in this thing. Flipping books, I mean. The only bad part about this game is a lot of flipping of the books. But that's just the way it is. All right, so he's in the rough on his first shot on a 3, and that's a 3. So it's asking if he's a workman. He is not a workman. Let's see, other ball hit cleanly from behind, obstruction, rolls to pin within a foot, gimme putt for par. All right, so he's going to make his par unless we roll triple 6s. It's the only way he's not going to make it. And he makes the putt for par. So Matsuyama makes his par. Stays even for the round. And here is Henley. Course will control. That's a 12, and that's on the green. Or golf course, whatever they call it. Golf course cam or whatever it's called. Let's see. No, 12 is actually on the green. It is a circle there. So it is on the green. Golf cam green. Par 3. 2. Friendly green. Is it a friendly green? It is not a friendly green. All righty. Is it a challenging green? No, it's not. Otherwise, routine sequence. Easy putt for par. Because we don't have that symbol there. So it's an easy putt for par. Which means, again, 2d6s. Don't beat 66, and he makes it. And look at that. I rolled a 66. He misses his easy putt for par. I don't know if you get a red chip for that or not, but you seem like you should. The easy putt for par is missed. Unbelievable. So now we go to the gimme. I don't see anything on it that says you gain a red chip for missing an easy putt. I think it's just on clutch chips. So gimme putt for bogey. So Henley makes the bogey because he misses the easy putt, and he drops to 5 back. So Henley messes that up. And now the next group will start hole number 1. And that is going to be the grouping of Connors, Corey Connors, and Ludwig Aberg. Connors has the honors. Whoop, that one die didn't go through, right? So let's redo that again. All right, course control, 15. He's in the rough on the first tee shot. So we go to our rough, par 4 rough chart. Par 4 rough chart, and that is a 4. Oh, need par 4. Par 4 rough, first shot 4. Workman is, this should be Connors. Is Connors a workman? No, he's not. Effortlessly out of the rough to green, but long birdie putt comes up short. Moderate second putt for par. So moderate putt for par, just a 1 to 5. and he makes his par. So Connor's in with the par, and now Ludwig Aberg. That's going to be course control again, and 16. So he's in the sand on his tee shot. In the sand on his tee shot. On a par 4. So sand, par 4 on the tee shot, and that's a 3. Chunky. Aberg is not chunky. He's actually semi-sandy. Let's see here. Otherwise, extricated from trap with solid shot to green. Birdie putt, lips cup. Easy second putt for par. All right, so again, as long as there's no 2D6s or 66, he's okay. And he is. So Aberg gets his par. And now we move on to hole number 5 for the first group. First time at a par 5. And hole number 5 is going to be Scott and Day. Scott, only one back of the leaders. The leaders haven't even teed off yet, but he's made some moves. He's made up 3 shots already. He was 4 back when the tournament started, or the 4th round started. So anything but a 5, and he controls. Oh, didn't roll the white die. Duh. And it's a 6. He's not going to take that. He's going to be aggressive. He's not going to take the par. He's going to be a little bit aggressive, I think. So let's do the go for it. Let's use the old go for it routine. So go to our chart here on the par 5. Attack the green is what it's called. All right, so let's see here. He's going to attack the green. And when you say attack the green, we're going to re-roll the white die. So apparently all these other die don't matter right now. We're going to re-roll the white die. We get a 6. Unfortunate breaks, difficult putt for par. Wow. So he tried for it and got a difficult putt for par. So sometimes when you go for it, it doesn't work out to your advantage. He needs a 1 to 3. He misses it, so he will have a moderate putt for bogey. And he makes that, so he's going to drop a shot. Could have taken the chip and the par, but on a par 5, he wanted to go for it. Just ran a bad break, that's all. Nothing more to say about that. That certainly put a curb to his hot day so far. There's Jason Day. Jason, hello, Jonathan. Do you play this game a lot? Any help I can get, I appreciate it. This is my maiden voyage. Here's Jason Day. Oh, I need the white die. I got to keep remembering to put the white die back out there to see if he can control the hole. And he gets a 6. Now, does he go for it? He's 6 back. He's got to go for it. You don't have any choice. You got to go for it. He's got to make some birdies here. So let's see what he gets. He gets a 4. Nice effort, but moderate putt for par. All right, so moderate 1 to 5, he keeps his par. And he gets his par, so he's going to stay where he is. He just doesn't earn a chip, that's all. But again, he was trying for the birdie. All right, so now we're back to our second group on the 4th hole. And that's going to be Bradley and Burns. Keegan Bradley with the honors. And he does have a chip. He could try to use that chip to gain control of the hole. In fact, he's going to do that. He's going to gain control of the hole. And now we'll just roll on whatever else we have. 2, 5, 6. I think we just had a 2, 5, 6 before. And it didn't work out too well, but we'll double check it. 2, 5, 6. And this is a par 4. 2, 5, 6. I think that was a short game thing that came up again. It sure did. We're going back to the short game. But wait a minute. It said something about legend. Hold on. Is he a legend? He's a semi-legend. The dot says he's a legend. So we're not going to go to the short game. Consummate draw, nice. So is there a nice? I'm assuming there's a nice chart somewhere. There's got to be a nice chart. If there's a short game chart, there's got to be a nice chart, right? So let's see if there's a nice chart somewhere handy that I can find. Got to be somewhere on here. Should be where the short game chart is, I would assume. Maybe not. I don't see the nice chart. Oh, okay, you just can't play. Okay, I got you. Let's see here. Captain Carl, if you're around, I may need some help here because it says it's a star. Okay, star. All right, so it's gallery cheers. That's what it is. He had a star here. He got a star on the 256 with a filled-in star. So he got gallery cheers. So he's going to gain a chip with Keegan Bradley. And we use the green die and ask, is he a hacker? No, he's not a hacker. Let's see. Otherwise, accurate shot lands on green but gets regrettable roll, difficult putt for birdie. All right, difficult putt for birdie, which is going to be a 1. Needs a 1 for birdie. And he got it. He gets the difficult putt for birdie. And he will move up to get 2 shots back by making that difficult putt for birdie. Keegan Bradley. Nice job, Keegan Bradley, as he birdies hole number 4. And now we go to Burns, who is 5 shots back and basically trying to hang on. That's a 4, so the course is going to control. That's a 35, and so he's in the golf course cam area on a par 4. Let's go to course cam here. Somewhere in here. Tell you, I'm going to learn where these things are eventually. Man, come on. Fingers don't have good dexterity either. That's another problem. All right. Here we go. Course. Okay, so it was a 35 course, and that's a 6, and it's a par 4. 6, daunting hole. No, it's a friendly hole. Otherwise, 2 great shots and a chance to convert clutch putt for birdie. So we got a chance to earn a chip, get a birdie, and get back into contention, or at least somewhat. Clutch putt for birdie. And he is a gold putter, which helps him out. So it's a 1 to 5 since he's a gold putter. And he gets it. So he's going to gain a blue chip for making a clutch putt. And he's going to move up to 4 back and gain that chip. So Sam Burns gets himself back into the tournament with a birdie, also earning the chip. So now we go to our third group, going to hole number 3, and that's Matsuyama and Henley. Matsuyama still has the honors. 3 back. Anything but a 5, he controls the hole. And he controls the hole. So we go to regular golfer situation with the 1-2-6 on a par 4. Par 4, 1-2-6. Is it direct green? It is not direct green. Let's see here. Is he stone? Matsuyama is actually semi-soft. He's not stone. So we go to a mood chart. So we're going to the mood chart. Matsuyama is neutral on the mood chart. So we go to the mood chart, which is way back here. Go to the mood chart. So par 4 hole. Looks like we're going to roll the white die and see what happens. Oh, it says use the green die, do not re-roll. Okay, it's a 6. Is he sunny? No, he's not sunny. Otherwise, miss green, challenge and recovery, difficult putt for par. So it's a 1 to 3 for a par for Matsuyama. And he makes it. So he makes a difficult putt, and he will stay where he is. Let's see here. Does it mean he gets a sunny? Does he turn sunny by making that? Yeah, golfer's mood improves. It says golfer's mood improves. If putt is made, golfer's mood improves. So he is now sunny. So Matsuyama is sunny as of this moment. He is sunny. As he makes the par putt. And now we go to Russell Henley. We get a 4, so he golfer control, 366. Go back to the par 4 for the golfer control. And the result is a 366. So 366, oops, over here. Is he a shaper? Henley is a shaper. Precise shot, good bounce. So we're going to the good thing for the gallery here. Gallery cheers. So he gains a blue chip for gallery cheers because we had the filled in star. And it says use the green die result. That's a 6. Is he a hacker? He is not a hacker. Otherwise, accurate shot lands on green but gets regrettable roll, difficult putt for birdie. All right, difficult putt for birdie is a 1. Doesn't make it, so now he becomes a moderate for par, 1 to 5. And he makes that. So he will get his par. Par 4 for Henley. And now we can go back to the second group who's going to be playing the second hole. Or the third group. I'm sorry, the fourth group, the ones that are playing hole number 2, Connors and Aberg. So we're going to Connors. Where are you? There you are. Corey Connors. We'll tee off. And we get a 3, so the course controls 35. He's in its golf course cam. And I'm going to start learning these terminology as well. So golf course cam on a par 3. Golf course cam par 3. The green die is a 3. Cordial hole. It is not a cordial hole. Is it a daunting hole? No, it's not a daunting hole. Otherwise, missed green, but nicely wedged, clutch putt for par. All right, Connors is neutral, so clutch putt for par is a 1 to 3. He would gain a chip. If he misses, he gains a red chip. He makes it, so he gains the blue chip for making that clutch putt. So Connors makes that putt for the par. And now we go to Aberg. Where's Aberg? He's over here, Ludwig Aberg. 5, so the course controls 16. He found the rough. So we're going to rough on the par 3. Par 3 rough. First shot, obviously. Green die is a 6. It's asking, is he a master? Aberg is not a master. Otherwise, ball nicks obstruction, but it makes it on the green barely. Double difficult putt for par. Ooh, that's terrible. Double difficult for par. Needs a 1. Doesn't get it, so now we have a difficult putt for bogey. And misses that too. He's got a 3 putt. Easy putt now. He almost missed that too, but he 3 putts and will make a bogey. Actually make a double bogey. Aberg's going to double bogey that. Makes a 5. He made a mess of that hole. Ludwig Aberg makes a mess of that one. Now we're going back to the first hole for the 5th grouping. And that is going to be, if I can find him, Eric Cole and Mr. Bezuidenhout, whatever you want to call him. I call him Bez. Oh, I have red, white, and blue racing. I certainly do. I've done one race on it before on the channel. I don't know if I did the whole race. I know I did at least Think about how to do qualifying. That was years ago, though. All right, so Cole, and he has a blue chip. He has 2 blue chips because that's what his perk starting the tournament was, with blue chips. So he's going to use one of those blue chips to control the hole because he doesn't like the way that looks over there without having the hole control. Now, something happened to, what happened to my decider die? Did it knock off the table or what? For some reason I can't find my decider die. Can't go on without a decider die. Where the heck did it go? This is really strange. I don't remember it. Oh, it got stuck in there. That's what happened to it. That was weird. All right, anyway, he spent the chip to control the hole. This is Cole, Eric Cole. So golfer control. And we get a 566 for golfer control on a par 4. 566. Is he a legend? Cole is not a legend. Let's see here. He's not a legend. Champion. That's talking about iron, though. Go to applicable golf cam for update if it's not met. So we're going to golf cam because he didn't meet this. So we're going to golf cam, apparently, is what it's saying. On this, we go to golf cam. Golf course cam. And I think we're going to keep the green die of a 5. I'm assuming that's what you do with that. Daunting hole or scatter golfer. It is semi-daunting, so it is a daunting hole because the decider die says it's daunting. Sand rough issues, double difficult putt for par. So how about that? He used his chip to control the hole, and he still comes up with a double difficult putt for par. So he has to roll a 1. And he does not get it. Now it's a difficult putt for bogey. And he makes that, so he will drop a shot. He's now 2 shots back. Despite taking control of the hole, it did not help him any. So a leadoff bogey for Cole. And now this guy, Christian Bezenhot, I guess I don't know how it's pronounced. He's got a chip, so he's going to spend it to control the hole as well. See if he has any better luck than what our friend had over there, Mr. Cole. Oh, we get triple ones. That could be interesting. Something's got to be good off a triple 1, right? You would think. Triple ones, you would think would be excellent here. Well, it's blank. So we go to special result. I think, no, wait a minute. 1 1 1 1 1 2 to 1 2 2. What happens on 1 1 1? I guess you go to special result because that's what it's showing here. But that's showing under iron, so I'm assuming it's the same thing for wood. That you go to special result. It's the only thing I can think of. Special result. So go to special result. Special result, which is in the back of the book. That triple 1 would cause some things to happen here. Special result level 1, I guess is what you do here. Reroll any 2 dice reading in ascending order. So we get a 56. And this is a par 4. 56. Second shot to edge of green, moderate putt for birdie. Gold putting, rest of round if made. Gold till further notice if golfer wins the event. Well, he's already a gold putter. He's already a gold putter. So you can't really do anything extra with that. He's going to be gold the whole time anyway. Let's see here. Moderate putt for birdie. So moderate putt for birdie is a 1 or a 2. Doesn't make it, so it doesn't matter. He will miss, so then that gives us an easy putt for par, which is going to be anything besides double 6s. And he gets a double 6, so he misses the easy putt for par. Are you kidding me? Bezenhut really having some bad. He's a gold putter, no less. So now we're just making sure he doesn't miss the gimme for bogey. He does not. So he will bogey and drop to 3 shots back. So this is really, really weird. I'm hoping I'm doing this correctly. I don't know. Maybe somebody can, if you're not watching live, you can tell me after the fact. Oh, Jonathan, it depends on what you're looking for. If you want realistic stat-driven stuff, you go to Strat-O-Matic. If you want a story, you go to History Maker Baseball. They give you good storylines. And History Maker Baseball is accurate to a degree, but not nearly as accurate as, say, um, the Strat-O-Matic would be. So both guys in the opening group bogey the first hole. Not what they were looking to do, obviously. And now, since they are there, we will now go to the sixth hole for the first group. And what I'm following here on the score sheet with this staggered stuff, everybody's in the line. So the last pairing will start off at the end after they play the sixth hole, fifth hole, fourth hole, and so forth. So gold putter quality is used when putting clutch putts. Okay, so it doesn't affect regular putts. Okay. Interesting. All right, so first hole, or sixth hole rather, it's friendly. Par 4, 4 and a 5 are controlled by the course. Anything else controlled by the golfer. Since Adam Scott bogeyed that par 5, that means Jason Day now has the honors. And 6, Jason Day can either go for it or take the par. He's on the verge of being out of contention. I hate to do it, but I guess we'll give him a par and let him earn a chip for being patient. And maybe he can use that chip to move up on the next hole. So Day will take that par and earn the chip. And now his playing partner, Adam Scott, who was doing so well until he bogeyed the last hole to drop 2 back. He had moved to within 1 back, but couldn't quite get it done. Thomas and Echeverria still haven't teed off yet. There's Scott. And that's a 6. He could do the same thing. He's going to learn his lesson because the last time he went for it and messed up. So he's going to take that putt or take that par and take that chip. Because chips, I guess, are golden in this game. So they both get pars by getting the white 6. So now we go to the 5th hole for the second group. And that is Bradley and Burns. And Burns has the honors. He's right here. Anything but a 5 control, so he'll keep his blue chip for now. And he does control it. Golfer does control 1-4-6 on a par 5. Par 5, golfer control. And the result is a 1-4-6. Par 5, 1-4-6. All right, 1-4-6 says legend or bomber. Burns is a semi-bomber. The dot says he's a bomber. So he is a bomber. Big hit, great roll, and we got the open star, which is like a gallery cheers. So we're going to go to the open star in the book. So let's find that real quick. It's here in the back somewhere, I thought. Tell you when you got to find these things and know where they are. Eventually I will figure it out. No, it's in here somewhere. I think it's in the front part of the book. Perhaps. Yep, there it is. All right, so we're in the gallery cheers with the open star. Award golfer blue chip. So Burns will get another blue chip. And we use the green die. Is he a hacker? No, he's not a hacker. Otherwise, less than expert shot gets fortunate kick, strong applause. So strong applause. I think that's another chart here somewhere. Yep, strong applause is right here. Strong applause says re-roll white die to determine result. Get a 5. Looping iron shot bounces to edge of apron. Double difficult putt for birdie. Double difficult putt for birdie. Double difficult putt for birdie, which would be 1 plus the decider die. See if he can make that. Or if you want to lay up, I think he can lay up and go for a moderate putt for par. So I think that's what he's going to do, because it would be a difficult putt for par 1 to 3. So he's going to lay up and take try for a a moderate putt for par, which he gets. He would have gotten a difficult putt, but we didn't know that. So he will get his par. That is Burns. And Burns will get the par 5, or par 5 for Burns. Now we move on to Keegan Bradley. Keegan Bradley controls. It's a 156. Go back to golfer control, 156. See what they do on a par 5. Let's see here, 156. Where are you? 156. Legend. Is he a legend? He is a legend. He's a semi-legend. The dot says he is. Ball launched down the center of the fairway, and we're going right back to that same chart we just had where the gallery cheers. So with the gallery cheering, he will gain a blue chip again. And these sheets, or these pages, are so thick, sometimes it's hard to get through them. So he gains a blue chip, does Keegan Bradley. And we go over here to this open star. Green die results of 5. Is he a hacker? No, he's not a hacker. Strong second shot dampened by not so great bounce and roll. Strong applause. So it looks like it's go back to the way it was before. Here's strong applause. Re-roll the white die. Get a 6. Superior distance but short on accuracy. Double difficult putt for birdie. Double difficult putt for birdie. So let's see here. Double difficult putt for birdie. I think he's going to use the same logic and lay up and make it a moderate putt for par. And he gets the moderate putt for par. So they both par the par 5. Now we're going back to the 4th hole for the next grouping. It does kind of have a rhythm to it now that we do it. I kind of get the courses in line here. So 4th grouping is Matsuyama and Henley. Matsuyama has the honors, but he has no chips. We'd like to get some. 3 is going to be course control, and that's a 23. So he's in the sand on his second shot. Second shot in the sand. Second shot in the sand on a par 4. So sand, par 4, second shot. Green die is a 6. Sandy. Is Matsuyama a sandy? Yes, he is a sandy. Precision swing sends sand flying. Ball clearly onto green. Easy putt for par. All right, so anything other than a 66, he makes his par putt, which he does. So Matsuyama makes the par. And now we go to Henley. Henley does have a chip. He could try to control the hole, and I think he will. He wants control of the hole himself. And that's a 234, 234. So we go to golfer 234 on a par 4. 234 on a par 4. Direct green. Is it direct green? No, it's not. Is it a dynamic green? No. Go to the right now chart. So we're going to right now. And Henley, on his last 2 holes, He's one over. So we'll go to right now. Right now, where are you right now? There you are. Right now, use green die result. Don't re-roll. It's a par 4. Green die is a 2. Is he hot? No, he's definitely not hot. Otherwise, on green in regulation, difficult putt for birdie. So difficult putt for birdie is going to need a 1 from Russell Henley to get this birdie. Doesn't get it, so now it will be a moderate putt for par. Needs a 1 to 5. And he gets it. So Henley will get his par. And we move on to hole number 3 for our third grouping, which is going to be, our fourth grouping, which is Connors and Aberg. So the last hole, Connors parred it and Aberg double bogeyed it. So Connors is going to get the honor. That's a 6. He could take his par. He's going to take his par and his chip. Be patient. Take his par and his chip. And now we go to Aberg. 2. That's golfer control. And we got a 1-4-6 on golfer control. So we go to 1-4-6 golfer control. 1-4-6. Legend or dynamic. Aberg is a legend. So true from the tee, and we get a crowd cheers, and we get a blue chip. And we go to our crowd cheers filled in star. And we use the green die, which is a 1. Is he a champion? He is not a champion. He is not a champion. So, solid shot, drops ball, and harder green, easy putt for birdie. Easy putt for birdie is a 1 to 4. And he will have himself a birdie. And he does. So Aberg will move up. He gains a shot. Also gains a blue chip. So Aberg makes up for that previous double bogey. Gets back a little bit closer. And that'll be group number 4. Now we go to group number 5, Cole and Bez at hole number 2. Cole and Bez. And let's see, they both bogeyed. So Cole will have the honors as he had to start the round. And that's a 2, so that's going to be course control. It's a 12. That's going to be on the green, though. It's par 3, so it's on the green. Golf cam green. So we go to golf cam green on a par 3. Green die is a 5. Friendly green. No, it's not a friendly green. Let's see. It's not a challenging green either. Otherwise, doesn't bite but stays on easy putt for par. Easy putt for par. So that means anything other than a 66, he'll get it. And he gets it. So that's a par for Cole. Now we go to Bez. See what Bez can do. Course is controlling. That's a 15. He's in the rough on his first tee shot. Golf course rough. So we go to golf course rough on a par 3. Golf course, I'm on a par 5. Par 3 rough. And that's a 6. Challenging lie, but courageous swing on the green rolling. Nice. Easy putt for par. That's if he's a master. He is a semi-master, but the dot says no, so he's not a master. Otherwise, ball nicks obstruction, but makes it on the green barely. Double difficult putt for par. So double difficult putt for par needs a 1. Doesn't get it, so we got a difficult putt for bogey. And he gets that, so Bez will bogey. And I'm running out of room down here for my 4 behind. So Bez bogeys, drops to 4 back. So So he has not started out well at all. Back-to-back bogeys for him. Now we go to our first grouping of the day, or last grouping of the day. Last two guys on the course, Echeverria and Thomas. Echeverria as the leader, has the honors. Hey RJL, if you see me do something that doesn't look right, please holler. I'm reading the book and trying to show the results, and I'm trying to figure out where I'm supposed to go. So I'm hoping that I'm doing these things correctly. All right, here is, I know there's some strategy stuff. I could use chips, could not use chips. I'm not worried too much about that. I want to get the mechanics down, then I'll learn the strategy. All right, so Echeverria, and that's a 6. So he's gonna take his par and run as the leader, gain that chip for being patient. So he takes his par, and now we go to Justin Thomas. He is 1 back, and course will control, and that is a 12. So he's in the sand on his second shot. So we go to sand, second shot on a par 4. Sand, second shot, par 4. The green die is a 4. Sand, par 4, second shot 4. Is he chunky? Thomas is actually sandy. He's not semi-sandy. He's not chunky. Let's see here. Effortlessly out of bunker to edge of green. Birdie putt goes long, leaving moderate second putt for par. Moderate putt for par is a 1 to 5. And he will get that par. So both leaders par the first hole. And now we're going for the first time to hole number 7 for the first group of the day that it started playing. Hole number 7 for our first grouping, and that's going to be Day and Scott. And it's still Jason Day with the lead, but he's hanging on by a thread. He will use the chip to control the hole because he needs to get control of this hole and try to make something happen. So we get a 1-3-6. 1-3-6 on the control, on the golfer control, par 4, 1-3-6. 1-3-6. Is he a duffer or a scatter? He is neither one. Is he a hero? Oh, wait a minute. No, that's for irons. This is for woods. Let's see here. 1-3-6. So that's a little asterisk sign there. Gallery groans. Ooh. Okay, they would groan if he was a duffer or a scatter, but he's not. So it says here that if the condition is not met, you go to Golf Cam update. Golf Cam for an update. So we're going to go to Golf Cam on the par 4. Golf Cam course, par 4. That's a 6. Daunting hole. No, it's not a daunting hole. 2 great shots and chance to convert. Clutch putt for birdie. Clutch putt for birdie for Jason Day. Clutch putt for birdie, and that is showing. Let's see here. Day is neutral. So clutch putt 1 to 3 would get him that birdie. And he misses it. So he's going to get a red chip for missing the clutch putt. And now we have a moderate putt for par. And he makes that, but that's with a missed opportunity for Jason Day to get the birdie. He will settle for the par. And now we go to Adam Scott, but he's hanging on for a thread. If he falls 7 back, he'll go into the Are you saying to keep going to the right? Because it's saying something about iron on here. So that's what I'm confused about. Let me get this part straight right now and make sure I'm doing this correctly. If not, I'll redo Jason Day's turn. But it says here, the roll was 1-3-6, and it asked if was he, wait a minute, on the roll, par 4. It asked if he was a duffer or scatter, which he was not. So my natural inclination would be go over here, but here is talking about irons. This column is showing irons. So does that mean that if we don't get this result, we go to this iron result and check that as well? Is that what you're saying, Captain? I'm assuming that's what you're saying. Next check with hero. Okay, all right. He's not a hero. So we go to the mood check instead. So let me take this red chip away for now. We're going to the mood chart. Okay. We're going to the mood chart. And Jason Day's mood, he is neutral right now. Mood. There he is. All right, mood chart on a par 4. Use the green die result. I don't know if that was a 4 or what that was. I think it was. No, it couldn't have been a 4 because that did a 1-3-6. So I'm going to re-roll this just because I picked it up. So that's a 6. Is he sunny? I'm sorry. Is he sunny? No. Miss green, challenging recovery, difficult putt for par. All right, difficult putt for par is a 1-3, and he makes it, so he stays there. So, but he doesn't have the red chip. That's the best part. Thank you, Captain Carl, for that one. So that's what I do. Because I'm getting confused because it's got iron sitting over there, but I guess that's a natural progression of the shot. You start with the wood and go to the iron. So I'm trying to learn this, and I appreciate all the help you can give me. All right, so Adam Scott is up next. Adam Scott has a chip. He's going to use that chip to control the hole. So he will gain control of the hole. And we get a 1-1-3 on a par 4. 1-1-3. 1-1-3, and the green die is a 1. Well, we don't worry about that because it's over here. 1-1-3. Scatter. Is he a scatter? He is not a scatter. Is he a hacker? No, he's not a hacker. Let's see here. If condition isn't met, golf on green and 2, moderate putt for birdie. All right, so he's got a moderate putt for birdie, which is a 1 or a 2. Doesn't get it, so we settle with an easy putt for par, which he does get. So Scott gets the par. Now we go to the second group on hole number 6, and that is, thank you, Captain. It makes sense now that you say that, and I'm using my History Maker Baseball reference as well. I can visualize that now, so thank you very much for that. All right, so Bradley and Burns. Burns still has the honor of this group. He has 2 chips. He will use one of them to gain control of the hole because even though it's a friendly hole, he still would like, well, actually, you know what? You only need a 4 or a 5 to avoid a 4. He's going to save that chip because he can probably control the hole himself anyway. And of course, he doesn't. That's what you get. All right, so 34 but it's golf course cam, so it's not bad. So he can use the blue chip maybe for a putt. It might be the better use of that. So golf course cam, the green die is a 5 on a par 4. Daunting hole or scatter golfer. So Burns is not scatter. It's not a daunting hole. So that answer is no. Otherwise, longer than usual tee shot and well-played iron, nice opportunity. Clutch putt for birdie. So clutch putt for birdie, and he is a gold putter. So all he needs to do is avoid a 6, and he makes the birdie putt. And he gets a 6. And it's going to cost him a chip for missing that putt. That's just amazing. Unbelievable. All right, so it's going to make it, I'm assuming, for par, it's probably going to be an easy par putt. And he makes that. So, but it cost him, well, he missed a golden opportunity there. He had a clutch putt. He's a gold putter, and he missed the putt by rolling a 6. You just can't make this stuff up sometimes. All right, so Burns, the disappointing par, and Keegan Bradley, He's got his 2 chips, but he's going to hold on to them because, like I said, only a 4 or 5 causes the course to control. And 6, so he can take his par and gain a 3rd chip. So that's what he's going to do. He's going to start building up those chips. So that's it for hole number 6 and grouping number 2. Now we're going to grouping number 3 on hole number 5. I'm sure that's clear as mud. Matsuyama has the honors. Matsuyama and Henley, but Matsuyama is first to play. Whoa, that black die didn't go through. Let me re-roll all of those. We get a 5. That means the course controls. 26, but it's a double cordial and friendly green, so he's on the golf course cam on to par 5, and that's a 4. Daunting hole, no it's not. Sensational iron, extra roll, 2nd iron lofted clearly onto the green, clutch putt for birdie. So clutch putt for birdie from Matsuyama, and he's normal, so he needs a 1, 2, or 3 to make that clutch putt. And he makes the clutch putt for birdie, so he will gain a blue chip and move up into a crowded space, 2 back of the leaders. So Matsuyama, he was the real world winner in this tournament, the 2025 Sentry tournament. He won it in real world. And now Henley's going to see what he can do. 6, so he gains control. He could take the par and the chip, or he could go for it. And he's going to, I think he might be aggressive on this. He's 5 shots back. He's got to do something. So let me get to my thingy here. And you roll a 6. Where'd it go here? Attack the green. All right, it is a par 5. So let's see here. Re-roll the white die. We get a 5. Golfer check. Okay. Is he a master? He's a semi-master. We need the decider die to see if he's a master. He is not a master. Is he a workman? No, he is not a workman. Not a workman. Otherwise, clubs up on green, difficult putt for birdie. So a difficult putt for birdie needs a 1. Doesn't get it. So now we have a moderate putt for par, 1 to 5. And he makes that. So he makes his par. He was trying to go for it, but just didn't work out in his favor. So he stays 5 shots back. Now we go to hole number 4. In our next grouping, Connors and Aberg. And it is Aberg who has the honors. And Aberg will spend the chip to gain control. We get a 2, 4, 5. And this is a par 4. Par 4, 2, 4, 5. Legend. Is he a legend? Yes, he is. He is a legend. Ideal tee shot, straight and true. Gallery cheers. We go to, he gets a chip. And we go to gallery cheers. Where's RJL with the yay? That's what we need. Gallery cheers. So we go to gallery cheers. Green die is a 2. Is he a champion? Aberg is not a champion. Otherwise, drops on the edge of green, gets good roll, moderate putt for birdie. Moderate putt for birdie. It needs a 1 or a 2 to get that birdie. He does not get it. So easy putt for par. Gets that. So Aberg gets the par, but was hoping to get something better, but didn't do it. And now we move on to Connors. Where is he at? There he is right there. Connors will use one of his chips to control the hole. And we get a 225 on the par 4. 225. 225. Legend. Is he a legend? Yes, he is. Finds a sweet spot. Gallery cheers. So we go over here. Gets his chip back. Oh, I'm sorry. You can't earn a chip. That's right. You can't spend a chip and then earn a chip. So he does not earn the chip for that, but he at least goes until he gets the gallery cheers. All right. Use a green die, result 5. Is he a hacker? He's not a hacker. Otherwise, nice shot, hits green in regulation, moderate putt for birdie. So 1 or a 2, he gets the birdie and moves up. And he does. So Connors pulls into a tie with Justin Thomas at 1 shot back of the leader. So nice play there by Connors. He gets the birdie. And now we go to our next to last pairing, Cole and Bez. And the honor belongs to Cole. So Eric Cole gets the honor. Anything other than a 5, and the golfer will control. It's a 6, so he could take the par, and he's going to take the par and take the chip. So Cole gets the par and the chip. We go to Bez. Bez needs something good to happen for him. That's a 2, so golfer control, 144. 144 golfer control on a par 4. 144. Is he a legend? He is not a legend. Is he a champion? No, he's not a champion. So we're going to the circle here, which means, I guess circle means, what does circle mean here? I guess the circle, filled in circle, does that mean, let's see if it means what I think it means. Let's see here. Circle. Well, I'm not sure what that means. Does that mean golf course cam? Golf cam green is a circle. Okay, so that's the circle there. All right, it says use green die, result is a 4 on a par 4. Friendly green. It is a friendly green. Marginal approach shot hugged by green, clutch putt for birdie. So Bez has a clutch putt for birdie. He is a gold putter, so he just needs anything other than a 6. He gets his birdie, and he does. And he will move up into sole possession of 3 shots back, and he gains a chip. So Bez comes through, improves his stock, and now we go to the leaders, who are now coming up on hole number 2, par 3, and Echeverria still has the honors. He could spend a chip to control the hole, and I think he'll do that. Hey, Robert. Well, I'm trying to, I'm coming at this as a total amateur, so if I'm doing something wrong, I probably am, but I'm here to get feedback. And so, like I said, the best way for me to learn it is to play it. And hopefully I'm not doing anything egregiously error-wise. I don't know. But he did have the chip, and I know you can spend a chip to control the hole. So he's going to control the hole. Echeverria, and we roll a 1-3-3, and it is a par 3. So 1-3-3 and a par 3. 1-3-3. Is he a hacker? He is not a hacker. So let's see here. He's not a hacker, so he's going to the mood chart. And he is sunny. He got the perk for being sunny at the start of the round. So he is going to roll under the sunny section of the mood chart. That was his perk that he got from round 3. So he is sunny. It is a par 3. We use the green die, which is a 1. He's not stormy. Otherwise, superb shot, almost goes in. Gimme putt for birdie. All right, so a gimme putt for birdie. And that's going to be a gimme putt for birdie. Roll 2d6s. Nope, he makes it. So that's going to kick Jason Day into the out of contention slot and move everybody else back a shot because of the birdie by Echeverria. So Jason Day will be playing from the out of contention chart the rest of the game, rest of the round. The book says don't, even if he comes up with some birdies, don't bring him back. That's what the book says, so that's what I'll follow. Thomas drops a shot to 2 shots back, and so does Connors. So Jason Day, for the rest of his tournament, we will just roll on this out of contention based on the kind of hole it is and what the 1d6 roll is. It tells you what his score is. I can't do the yay. Nobody does a yay like you do a yay. Just like nobody can do a rant like ID Jester. All right, so now Justin Thomas, he has no chip to control anything, so he's up. It's up to fate for him. It's a 1 though, so he won't control the hole. You need a 6 to control the hole. So 23, he's in the rough on the first shot on this par 3. So we go to Golf Cam rough on a par 3. Golf Cam rough. Where are you, rough? There you are. Golf Cam rough, par 3, first shot. That's a 2. Is he a master? He is not a master. Let's see here. Otherwise, ball sends debris flying, bounces on the green, moderate putt for par. So moderate putt 1 to 5 will be a par for Justin Thomas. And he makes his par. And now the first group can go to hole number 8. For the first time, we get to look at hole number 8. And we are done with holes 1 and 2. They are completed. No longer needing those. So hole number 8. And it'll be Jason Day and Adam Scott. Adam Scott has the honors. Somewhere is Adam Scott. There he is. So Adam Scott. That's a 2, so the course controls, and it's a 26. So we're golf course cam for a par 4. Let's go to golf course cam if I can find it. There it is. And a green die is a 6. I'm sorry, it's a par 3, not a, I don't know why I said par 4. It's par 3. Par 3. So 2-6 says it's the cam on a par 3. Green die is a 6. Daunting hole or hacker golfer, it's neither one. Otherwise, solid tee shot leaves excellent opportunity. Clutch putt for birdie. All right, so Adam Scott has a clutch putt for birdie. He is a neutral putter. So 1 to 3 gets the clutch putt for birdie. He does not, so he's going to get a red chip. And now he has a moderate putt for par. And he makes that, but difficult or disappointing for Adam Scott. He gets his par. Now, since Jason Day is out of contention, we go to the out of contention golfers. We are on a neutral hole, does not daunting or anything, just normal hole. Roll 1d6. It's a 4, so he gets a par. So Jason Day gets a par. And now we move on to hole number 7 for the second group that came out. And that is going to include Bradley and Burns. And it looks like Burns has still got the honors. Burns will use a chip to gain control. And we get a 4-6-6 on a par 4. 4-6-6 on a par 4. Is he a shaper? Burns is not a shaper. Is he hot? No, he's actually neutral. So he's going to experience chart. For the first time, we go to experience, and he is a semi-icon. The dot says he's an icon. So we're going to the experience chart, and he is an icon. First time going to the experience chart. He is an icon. It is a par 4. We use to keep the green result, which is a 4. It says icon. Yes, he is. He is an icon. Draws on experience to shape shot to course. Expertly done. Easy putt for birdie. All right, easy putt for birdie, a 1 to 4. And he makes it, so Burns will move up, improve his stock a little bit with that birdie. And now we go to Keegan Bradley. He's got 3 chips. He's definitely going to use 1 to control the hole. .345 on the par 4. Yeah, Chuck, I don't know about that. Might be a disaster like no other. Since it's my first time doing this, I don't usually like to play games online that I don't have some modicum of experience with, but this is coming out from a newbie. All right, so 3-4-5 on a par 4. 3-4-5. Push shot just towards rough. So he pushed the shot, and it drifts towards the rough. So we're going to, I guess it's the rough cam. Is that what we're going to? Let me see. Or no, I'm sorry. Push shot towards rough. Gallery groans. Gallery groans. So for Keegan Bradley, gallery groans, which means he would normally gain a red chip. So I guess he has to lose the blue chip to offset that, and we go to gallery groans. I can't do the groans either, Robert. I'm just in bad shape when it comes to that. 5. Is he a workman? Keegan Bradley's not a workman. Big swing in, sends ball to apron, follow-up chip to green, difficult putt for par. Difficult putt for par is a 1 to 3. And he makes the difficult putt for par, but he does lose 2 chips in the process. But at least he doesn't lose any ground. So now we go to hole number 6. And stepping up to the tee box is Matsuyama and Henley. Matsuyama has the honors. Only needs to avoid 4 or 5, so we'll keep that chip. When luckily I don't have a day job, so I am retired, so I don't have a day job. So he does control it with the 1. Golfer controls 2-3-5. I can see where you get in a rhythm with this once you get the hang of it, but there's some little idiosyncrasies that you have to memorize. So 2-3-5, right here, 2-3-5, legend or shaper. Matsuyama is neither one. He's not a legend or a shaper. Is he a champion? He is not a champion either. So we go to the right now chart for Matsuyama. And Matsuyama he's got a birdie and a par in the last 2 holes. So I'm assuming that means he's sunny or semi-sunny maybe. Let's go to the right now. If I can find it. There it is right now. And let's see, use green dye result, which is a 2. Is he hot? I don't think he's hot unless he probably has to birdie 2 in a row to be hot, I would imagine. So I'm going to say he's not hot. So he has a difficult putt for birdie for Matsuyama. Difficult putt for birdie. He could use the chip to make it a moderate putt for birdie. That's only going to improve his range by 1, so I'm not sure that's even worth it. So he's going to roll for the difficult putt for birdie. And he misses it, so now we got a moderate putt for par, which he does make. So Matsuyama takes his par 4. And now we go to Russell Henley, who's hanging on by a thread. Three, golfer control, 3-5-5. on a par 4. $355. The green die is it doesn't matter about the green die right now. 335 is asking, is he a king? Henley is not a king. Let's see here. Is he a hero? Henley is not a hero either. So we go to experience chart. He is an icon. So that will help him on the experience chart, you would think. So we go to the experience chart. Par 4, keep the green die. It's a 3. Is he a prospect? No, he's not a prospect. So well-shaped shot sets up easy putt for birdie, and he can use one. Easy putt for birdie. It's a 1 to 4. And he makes it, so he will move up and get off the cut line, or the danger line, I should say. So Henley goes within 5 back with that birdie 3. Definitely use that. So now we go to the hole number 5 for the next pairing, which is Connors and Aberg. Connors has the honor. Since only a 5 controls for hole control, so he will keep his chip. So the golfer will control 4-4-5 on a par 5. 4-4-5 on a par 5. Par 5. 4-4-5. Whoops, over here. 4-4-5. Is he gilded? Is he gilded? Connors is not gilded. All right. On green, then, if you want, since he's not gilded, we will go to the experience chart, and he's an icon. So icon, you would think would give him a good chance for a birdie since his icon is experience. 4 on a par 5. Icon, yes it is. Tips cap to cheering gallery after throw out rolls near pin. Easy putt for birdie. So he's got an easy putt for birdie. It's a 1 to 4. And he can certainly use that. And he gets it. So Corey Connors moves up to within 1 shot of the lead. Corey Connors. Now we bring up Ludwig Aberg to see if he can make up some ground this par 5. Ooh, triple 6s. He's going to take his par and gain a chip. All right, we go to hole number 4. This thing can go till midnight. The way this is going. All right, here is hole number 4. We're looking at Cole and Bez. So Cole, where are you? Here he is right here. He's going to spend a chip to get control of this hole. Let's see here. So that's a 1-3-5. I may go ahead and cut this off at a certain hole amount, maybe. I don't know. And do the rest of it tomorrow night, maybe, something like that. Let's see here. 1-3-5, and it is a par 4. And the green die is a 1. Par 4, 1-3-5, and it doesn't matter about the green die. It's 1-3-5. Duffer or puny. He's neither one. Not Duffer or puny. Is he utility? He is utility. Shanked wedge, difficult putt for par. Because he is utility. It's a difficult putt for par, which means it's a 1 to 3. Could spend a chip and make it moderate. Or does he feel lucky? He feels lucky. He's wants to hold on that chip. He's going to feel lucky, hope he can get a 1 to 3. And he does. So he keeps the chip, bags the par, and now we go to Mr. Bez, and he will spend the chip to gain control. And that is a 3-4-5. 3-4-5. Let's see here. 3-4-5. 3-4-5 on a par 4. 3-4-5. Push shot drifts towards rough. Gallery groans. So Mr. Bez making the gallery groan. And now it's a Green dies a 4. Is he a workman? He is not a workman. Routine shot back to fairway, follow-up iron to green, difficult putt for par. Difficult putt for par, 1 to 3. And he's got it. Gains a red chip, but at least he makes his par. Now we go to the leaders, who are at hole number 3. And Echeverria. Two, so golfer controls. That's a 446. 446 on a par 4. 446. 446. Legend or bomber? He is none of that. Is he a hacker? No, he's not a hacker. So we go to the right now chart, and he is sunny. That was the perk he was given before the round started. So by default, he is sunny on the. Did I say now? Did it say now chart, or did it say? Hold on, what was this? 446. Oh, it's the right now chart, not the mood chart. My bad. It's the right now chart. And let's see. He birdied his last hole. Parred his first hole. I'm not sure if that's considered hot or not. Let's see. 6, par 4, and a 6. Is he hot? So I'm trying to figure out what constitutes somebody being hot. Let's see here. I thought the rule book said something about that. Check the hot quality on the rule book real quick. What makes a guy hot? Hot golfers, okay. Oh, he's semi-hot. Okay, since he birdied one hole and parred the other, he's semi-hot. The dot says he is hot. So in this instance, he is a hot golfer. Usually troublesome shot gets fortunate bounce, moderate putt for birdie. So moderate putt for birdie is a 1 or a 2. And he gets it. And that's going to push the rest of the group another shot back. And now Aberg and Henley are on the borderline. To borrow a Madonna song. They are on the borderline. As Echeverria gets the birdie. He's 2 under on the round through 3 holes. And now Justin Thomas will come out. See what he can do. I don't think I moved these. I didn't move these guys back yet the way I was supposed to. Okay, there we go. All right, so 5. That means the course controls. 24. He's on the. It's a circle there, so he's on the golf course cam. So let's go to the golf course cam for a par 4. It says golf course. It says circle though, so that means he's on the green. Golf course cam green because it's a circle. Because the 24 is a circle there. So we got the circle. Okay. Green die is a 6. It's a par 4. Friendly green or laser golfer. It is a friendly green. Pair of well-executed shots, clutch putt for birdie. So Justin Thomas is semi-gold. He's semi-gold. All right, we got the option of rolling the decider die to see if he's gold to keep the 1 to 5. If we don't get the decider, he drops to 1 to 3, or it could be a 1 to 4. So he's going to try to make it a 1 to 4. And it's a 5. He didn't get it. So he misses the clutch putt for birdie. He gets a red chip. And now he's got the easy putt for par. Makes the par, but boy, he misses a golden opportunity, especially playing with the leaders. Right there. That's going to finish hole number 3. We're done with that. And now we go to the hole number 9 for the first group. Hole number 9. And Echeverria has a 2-shot lead. So the first group is Day and Scott. Scott has the honors. He will use the red chip to secede the hole, or secede control to the hole. So we get a 15, which is in the golf course cam on a par 5. Golf course cam, par 5. And the green die is a 2. Green die is a 2. Cordial hole. It's actually double cordial, so yes, it's cordial. Green regulation clutch putt for birdie. For Adam Scott, clutch putt for birdie. He is a neutral putter, so he needs a 1 to 3 to make the birdie. He does not make the birdie. He will gain the red. Well, he can't gain the red chip back because he just used the red chip. So now he's got a moderate putt or an easy putt for par, I guess. And he makes that. So par putt. Disappointing. He didn't make the birdie. So Adam Scott with a 5. And let's get his total here. 6, 10, 19, 27. He shoots a 36 on the front 9. 36 on the front 9. And that's going to take us to the out of contending golfer, Jason Day. It is a double cordial hole, so he's got a chance to maybe get a birdie. 5, he gets a par, though, so he couldn't even get up there. So Jason Day with a par 5. I'm not going to worry about his score because he's out of contention right now. Okay, so we move back to hole number 8 for the second grouping, which is Bradley and Burns. So Burns has the honors. Has no chips, but he has the honors. Get a 2, that's course control. 34 is in the rough on the par 3. Par 3. Par 3. So let's see here, rough. Okay. I'm sorry not keeping up with the chat because I'm so engrossed in trying to get this game. Let's see here. Golf course 34 is in the rough on the first shot. On a par 4. Oh, on a par 3 rather. All right. And the green die is a 5. Is he a master? Burns is not a master. Struck fat, ball dies near fringe, difficult putt for par. All right, difficult putt for par. It's the only way he makes it is on a 1 to 3. But he does make it, keeps his par going. Keeps himself from falling way, way back. He gets the par 3. And now that brings us to Bradley. Keegan Bradley. He could spend a chip, and I think he will, to gain control of the hole. 3, 4, 6 with golfer control. 3, 4, 6 golfer control on a par 3. 3, 4, 6 golfer control. Decent shot, but unfortunate bounce. So we go to our short game chart. Short game chart. And let's see here. Use the green die results of 4. Let's see here. Is he stoned? No, he's not stoned. Otherwise, contour green played expertly. Easy putt for par. All right, so easy putt for par. Just making sure he doesn't roll a double 6, which he did not. So he gains the par. Keegan Bradley walks away with the par. And now we're going to the next group, Matsuyama. As we go to the 7th hole, Matsuyama. He will use a chip to control the hole. So we get a 1, 4, 4 on the golfer control on a par 4. a 144. Legend. Is he a legend? Keegan Bradley is a semi-legend. The solder die says he is a... I'm sorry, I'm looking at Matsuyama, not that. Matsuyama is not a legend. Is he a champion? No, he's not a champion either. So we're going to the circle here, which I believe is golf course green. And that's exactly what it is, golf course green. Green die is a 4. It is a par 4. Is it a friendly green? No, it's not. Challenging green? No. Otherwise, make this and move on. Clutch putt for par. There's a number 2. Putt indicates second putt. Okay. So clutch putt for par. Clutch putt for par for Matsuyama. 1 to 3. He gets it, and he gets a chip for making the clutch putt. So Matsuyama drains the clutch putt, and here's Russell Henley. And where are you? Oh, he's way over here. He's on the fringe. Get a 4, so the course control, 66. He is in the rough on the first shot. So golf course rough, first shot on a par 4. Green die is a 4. Oops, over here. Green die is a 4. Workman, is he a workman? Henley is not a workman. Otherwise, effortlessly out of rough to green, but long birdie putt comes up short. Moderate second putt for par. That's a 1 to 5. He just has to get a 1 to 5 to make his par, which he does, but he's got to make sure or hope that the leader doesn't birdie again, or else he'd be out of contention. So both of those guys get pars. So we move on to the 6th hole for the next grouping. And that is going to be the grouping, the pairing of Connors and Aberg. Connors has the honor. Corey Connors. Corey Connors has the honors. That's a 2, so golfer control, 236. And if you know your history of baseball, 236 is double control. All right, so 4, 236. Is he a duffer? He is not a duffer. Layup shot intentional. So we're going to the short game. Short game chart. Short game chart. Keeping the green die is a 6. Is he a stone? He is not a stone. Otherwise, flawed shot and or misread green, difficult putt for par. Ooh, he does have a chip though, so he could make it a moderate putt for par. I think he's going to use his chip and make this a moderate putt for par, just to try to ensure he makes his par. And he does. He would have made it anyway, but he didn't know that, so safer than sorrier. And Connors makes the putt. Now Aberg. And Ludwig Aberg is on the fringe as well. He's got to have something good happen for him. It's a 3. He does control, and it's triple 5s. So it could get something good out of triple 5s maybe on a par 4. Triple 5s on a par 4. Special result. So we go to special result. Special result. Level 1. Special result, we're on a par 4. Roll any 2 dice. Read them in ascending order. Get a 45. Lucky bounce in fairway, easy putt for birdie, and lucky rest of the round if the putt is made. So if the putt is made, he will get a blue. He will always have a blue chip because he'll be lucky. So with that 45, easy putt for birdie. So easy putt for birdie is a 1 to 4. And he makes it. So he's going to get a birdie, and he's going to constantly always have blue chips. He will never be without a blue chip because he is now considered lucky the rest of the round. Ludwig Aberg. So he is going to be considered lucky the rest of the round, much like Bez is lucky the rest of the round. Actually, Bez should not have a red chip. He should have no chips because he's lucky. The rest, he's always has a blue chip because he's lucky. I forgot to mention that. Forgot to keep up with that. But he always has a blue chip because he's lucky. So probably messed him up a couple holes by not using the blue chip, but I forgot about it. It happens. So Aberg birdies, and now we go to the fifth pairing on the fifth hole, and Eric Cole is your leadoff golfer. Get these in the right order here. I think these are the right order. All right, it's par 5, fifth hole, and actually Bez has the honors. And we rolled a 6, and he's so far back, he's going to go for it. He has to make something happen. So we're going to do a go for it here on this par 5. So let's get to that. We're going to attack the green. Attack the green. Let's see here. Re-roll the white die. We get a 6. Unfortunate breaks, difficult putt for par. Go figure. Unfortunate breaks, difficult putt for par, but he is going to use a blue chip to make it a moderate putt. May not make that much of a difference. Moderate putt, well, actually it does. 1 to 5. And he misses it anyway. Wow. So he's going to make the bogey and drop back. But he'll gain a blue chip. He always has a blue chip because he's lucky, so he's going to get a blue chip to keep for the next hole. But he makes a disappointing bogey, and he's on the danger of falling out. Danger of falling out. Bogey 6. Cole is up next, Eric Cole. 5, and the hole control 66, but it's in the golf course cam, so that's not a bad spot to be. Golf course cam, par 5, 6. Daunting hole or scatter golfer is neither. Nice played approach and a chance to cash in here. Clutch putt for birdie. So clutch putt for birdie for Mr. Cole. Should be over here. Clutch putt for birdie for Mr. Cole. He is a neutral putter. Clutch putt for birdie. One to 3. And he got it. So he's going to gain a chip and get a birdie. He'll gain a second chip for making the clutch putt, and he gets a birdie. Birdie 4. And he moves up 3 shots behind the leader. And now we move to the final group of the day. Mr. Echeverria. He will maintain the honors. And he's doing all this without any chips. That's the amazing part. That's a 5, so the course controls 35. He's on golf course cam. So golf course cam, par 4, and a 5. Daunting hole or scatter golfer. It is neither one. Let's see here. Clutch putt for birdie. So clutch putt for birdie, and he's a gold putter. So 1 to 5, he gets his clutch putt for birdie. And he does. And that takes Bez and Henley and puts them out of contention. So Echeverria makes the clutch putt for birdie, and he gains a chip. So Echeverria looking to run away with this thing. Is Echeverria gets the birdie. Let's move everybody back. Now Thomas will give up his red chip to give control to the hole. 1-4, and that's in the trees on his first shot. Par 4, trees, and the green die is a 5. Is he a master? Justin Thomas is not a master. Regrettable shot from behind tree, barely makes green. Birdie putt well short. Difficult second putt for par. So difficult putt for par, 1 to 3 for Thomas. And he misses. He will drop another shot back. Easy putt for bogey. And he almost missed that, but he does make it there. But he's now 5 shots behind. And the more we play, the more Mr. Echeverria is running away with this thing. Justin Thomas, another bogey. So now that takes us to the 10th hole. 10th hole, but the way they have the thing staggered, we don't go to the 10th hole yet. We play this out and then go to the 10th hole. So we will skip the first group out for now and go to the 9th hole for Bradley and Burns. And up first is going to be Burns. Where is he at? He's right over here. He's on the edge. Needs something to happen. 2, the golfer does control. So it is a 2-2-5 on a par 5. 2-2-5, green die a 5. 2-2-5, green die a 5. Is he a legend? Burns is no legend. Is he a hero? Burns is not a hero either. So we got a star here. Let's see what the filled-in star is. 2-2-5 hero, filled-in star. That is gallery cheers. So he's going to gain a chip on the gallery cheers. Green die is a 5. Is he a hacker? He is not a hacker. Otherwise, nice shot hits green in regulation. Moderate putt for birdie. A 1 or a 2 gets him the birdie. Misses the birdie putt. Easy putt for par. He will make that. So he misses out on the birdie that he really could have used, but he does get the par. Little consolation, though, because I'm telling you, Echeverria is running away with it. All right, so next up is Jason Day in the out of contention area. It is a double cordial hole, so again, we roll the D6. We get a 4, and it says he gets a par. So again, nothing magical happened there. He gets the par. I'm sorry, it should have been Bradley. My bad. Got the groups mixed up. It's Bradley playing, not Day. Day's in the first group. So it's actually Bradley. And Bradley controls. So 166. 166 on a par 5. 166 on a par 5. Where are you? Here we go. Yeoman. Is Keegan Bradley a yeoman? No, he is not. Is he a hero? No, he's not a hero either. Is he a champion? He is not a champion either, so no on all accounts. It says here, if 145, go to Golf Cam chart for updates. So we're going to Golf Cam on the par 5 because all 3 things failed. Golf Cam course, par 5. Green die is a 1. Cordial hole or laser golfer. It is a cordial hole. So it says here, clutch putt for birdie. For Keegan Bradley. Clutch putt for birdie. He is neutral. 1 to 3. And he misses the clutch putt for birdie. Gains a red chip. And gets an easy putt for par. Which he makes, but they can use the birdies right now. They can't use pars. So bad break there. And the par 5 is what he gets. So now we go to the group at hole number 8. Hole number 8, and that's going to be the grouping of Matsuyama and Henley. And Henley still has the honors. Where's Henley? Oh, Henley's out of contention. My bad. Henley is out of contention. It is a neutral hole, so one, yeah, he got a birdie, but he's still not coming back. The rule book says don't bring him back, so I'm not. So he birdies, birdie 2 on the third hole. Now we go to Matsuyama. He does have a chip, so he's going to use that to control the hole. We get a 4-5-5 for golfer control. 4-5-5 on a par 3. 4-5-5. Is he a champion? Matsuyama. Get his stuff here. He is not a champion. So we go to experience. Matsuyama is an icon. So on the experience chart, the icon might help him out. We shall see. Green die is a 5. It is a par 3. Green die is a 5. Is he a prospect? No, he's an icon. So not perfect, but good enough. Moderate putt for birdie. So a 1 or a 2, and he gets himself a birdie. A 1 or a 2. Now he misses the birdie. Easy putt for par. But boy, these missed putts are going to be the killer here. So Matsuyama makes the par, but he was looking for better. So now we go to hole number 7. And Mr. Connors will have the honors, I do believe. It's Connors and Aberg. Actually, it's Aberg with the honor. My bad. Aberg gets the honor. He will use a chip to gain control. 2-3-3 for control on a par 4. 2-3-3. 2-3-3. The green die is a. Well, it doesn't matter about the green die. 2-3-3. Where did he go? Here we go. 2-3. Is he a king? Aberg is a semi-king, but the dot says he's not on this particular hole. On target shot, but lands short of the green. We're going to the short game. So short game section. And the green die is, oh no, yeah, use the green die result still. 3. Is he soft? Aberg is not soft. So well-placed pitch rolls within 2 feet of pin, easy putt for par. All right, so basically don't roll double sixes, and he didn't. So he makes the easy putt for par, but all these guys need birdies. They don't need pars. So it is a par 4 for Mr. Aberg. And that'll bring up Connors. He's within 3 shots. He's the closest to the leader. 4 is the course control. 56, he's in the rough on his first shot. So we go to rough. First shot rough. First shot rough. And that's going to be a par 4. Green die's a 4. Workman. Connors is not a workman. Effortlessly out of rough to green, but long birdie putt comes up short. Moderate second putt for par. 1-5 for his par. And he gets the par, so he stays where he is, but can't make up any ground. And now we go to Cole and Bez at hole number 6. Hole number 6 for Connors. I'm sorry, for Cole and Bez. Bez, even though he's lucky, he is out of the contention, so we'll just roll 1d6 for him, and he gets a 5 on a friendly hole. Or, I'm sorry, this is normal. 5 is going to be a par. So Bez gets a par. And now we go to Cole. Cole has 2 chips. He will use 1 to gain control of the hole. Make sure he gets control of the hole. And that's a 3-3. I didn't need this one. It's a 1-3-3 on a par 4. 1-3-3. Yeoman or Puny. Cole. He should be here, not Connor. It should be Cole, right? Yep. Yes, Cole. All right. So 133 is the yeoman or puny. Cole is a yeoman. So not much on the ball. Gallery groans. So he's going to lose the blue chip on the gallery groans. And let's see, red die is a 1. Is he a master? He is not. Solid stroke to fairway, follow up, iron to green, easy putt for par. So double sixes, trying to avoid double sixes. As usual, trying to avoid double sixes, which he barely does, but he gets the par. And now we go to the final group on hole number 5. Hole number 5, final group. And of course, with the honors is Echeverria. That's a 5, so the hole will control 34, but it's a golf course cam. So go to golf course cam. Fine, golf course cam. Where are you? There you are. On a par 5, and the green die is a 6. Daunting hole or scatter golfer. He's definitely not scatter, and it's not a daunting hole. Nicely played approach and chance to cash in. Clutch putt for birdie, and he is a gold putter. So 1 to 5, he gets another chip and will knock off 2 more guys out of contention, and he does. So 2 more guys go. Burns and Aberg are off of contention. And it puts 4 other golfers on the borderline. So he could literally run away with this tournament all by himself. He'll be like Eric Carmen, all by himself. All right, so Echeverria, another birdie. He's just been living it up. Justin Thomas, who was on the borderline. He has no chips to do anything with, so he's got to have something good happen for him. He does control the hole, 1, 2, 6. Just because you control doesn't necessarily mean anything, as I'm finding out. 1, 2, 6. 1, 2, 6. Dynamic or direct green? No. Let's see here. Blank for this one. Is he gilded? He is not gilded. So if all else fails, it's a moderate putt for birdie. And he has to have this, a moderate putt for birdie. And on the birdie, a moderate is a 1 or a 2. Doesn't get it. Easy putt for par. Barely makes that, but he's on the borderline of being eliminated. And now, hole 5 is done. So now we go to the turn at number 10 for the first group that's playing. And my question is, there's no way I can finish this thing tonight. Is this a good stopping point, I wonder, to have the first grouping at number 10? I don't know. What do you guys think? You've watched me play this a little bit now. Does it seem like I am on some sort of I'm doing it where I'm supposed to be doing it the way I'm supposed to be doing it? I don't know. You can see I'm already on the stream. I'm already in 2 hours, almost 2.5 hours. It's probably a good stopping point. Maybe we'll come back and do the back 9 on Sunday night, maybe. I'll keep everything where it is, but right now these guys are now no longer in contention. Bez, Aberg, Burns, Jason Day, and Henley all fell out of contention. So we're going to be rolling on the out of contention thing for all of them. Echeverria has a 3-shot lead on Corey Connors, a 4-shot lead on Eric Cole, and a 6-shot lead on everybody else. He also has 2 blue chips, and he's sunny. I mean, I'm not sure much more of a catbird seat you could be in than that. I could come back tomorrow morning and try to play some, maybe. I don't know. I have to figure out my schedule and see what's happening. Because usually on Sunday mornings is when I put out the recorded video of Sunday Basic Sunday in Strat-O-Matic. So, yeah, I think it's best to take a break. So, thank you, Captain Carl, especially for the tips. I'm starting to get a little bit more of the hang of it. It took me a couple holes to get my feet wet and to figure out what the heck was going on. I feel like I'm getting some of that. I've got a long way to go, but at least I feel like I've got some of that going on. We do have these 5 holes have been completed, so I don't have to worry about them. But the other thing is when we get to the 15th hole, we've got these B-plus golfers that could come back into contention. So these guys, depending on what Echeverry is doing, it's possible. But the way he's playing, I doubt they're going to be able to get in contention, because the only way you usually get in contention like that is if the leader struggles, and the leader is having a ball here. So I think the chance of them coming back from contention is going to be almost impossible. So I'm going to go ahead and pause it here. This was a great learning experience. I do appreciate all the help, and I do think it's, before we start, now that the first group out has made the turn, that's probably a good time to stop. First to play will be Scott, and he's going to be on the borderline of falling out of contention. So, but that's going to do it for tonight. I know I'm tired. Boy, I didn't realize how long this game took. It doesn't seem like it's taking that long, but when you look at the clock, it's like, man, I've been playing for 2 hours. What's going on? But it's a lot of golfers there. Now, granted, once you get a lot of these guys out of contention, if these guys fall out of contention, it's just these 3 golfers. It won't take long at all to play them out, but playing the rest of them might take a while. I don't know. But I appreciate you guys tolerating and spending your time with me and helping me out, a newbie at this game. But I do like the game, and my plan is to play a 15 event season in the 2025 season. Of course, this is the special tournament where there was no cut involved. But going forward, of course, we're gonna have the cut to go through, the rounds 1 and 2. So I think it'd be pretty fun. I've already looked up the courses I would need to buy to do the events I want to do. Next event, though, on the calendar, I have the course for it because I bought it in the course number 3, and that is the from San Diego at Torrey Pines, the Farmers Insurance Open. That would be the next one after this. But then after that, I'd have to buy Pebble Beach. I think would be the next one in line, so I'd have to do that. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and shut it off from here because I know I'm tired. You guys, I'm sure, are tired of hearing me. So, but yes, just to clarify what had happened early on, in my game on Friday in Strat-O-Matic, I did make a error. Probably because it was the second game of a doubleheader in the 10th inning of that game, and I was probably tired. So on the sacrifice B question mark, instead of giving the -7, I made it a +2, not thinking because the outfield was in, it should have been a -7. So the player was safe on the sac fly, would have been out. I probably would have held him had it been a -7 because it would have been only a 1 to 9 safe chance. But the game's already been played. It's already in the computer, so I can't change anything about that. So there's no sense making needing a congressional inquiry about it. It's just, it was a mistake. It was made. Mistakes get made all the time, and there's nothing to do about it. So might as well let it die. Royals lost the game. If they want to protest, that's fine. What I may do is go into the Strat computer, possibly, if it'll let me do it, and update the simmed records of the team and take the win away from Oakland, the loss away from Kansas City, or I can just wait till the end of the season and see if they're within a game of each other and whether that game makes a difference or not. So that's probably what I'll do more than likely. But that's what all the hubbub was about. I don't mind somebody letting me know that I made an error, but just the way it was presented to me was like I was on trial and I was sitting in front of Congress at a congressional hearing. And I'm like, this is a hobby. We're supposed to have fun. I made the error. Fine. Just let me know that and I'll learn from it and move on. But to make an issue out of it, I thought was a little bit overboard. Just my opinion. But anyway, that's that. So that's going to do it from here. Until next time. And like I said, I might try this tomorrow night to try to finish it out. If not, then Monday night, but definitely we'll try tomorrow night. See if I can get this finished up. And until then, hope you all have a great rest of your Saturday night and into tomorrow. And Cinco de Mayo is getting close as well. So people go out and party for that. Have fun. Just be safe. And until next time, enjoy playing whatever game you choose to play, however you choose to play it. And I will see you all down the road.